Ladies and gentlemen, the tone for 2022 politics is already set. President Uhuru Kenyatta yesterday attacked his deputy. And today, a bold William Ruto has responded to his boss. I want us to do a critical analysis of William Ruto's speech in Kakamega responding to President Uhuru Kenyatta. Because on this platform, I've always insisted that President Uhuru Kenyatta is one president or one politician who hardly makes hurried decisions. So when you saw President Uhuru Kenyatta attacking his deputy yesterday and announcing that he's now ready for politics, then take that to the bank. The president now means business. And the deputy president is now more bold. Listen into the deputy president's statement responding to President Uhuru Kenyatta before we proceed.
Government. It is not going to happen, my friends. Kama ni mpango ya mabarabara, mimi niliketi kwa meza tukipanga mambo ya mabarabara. Kama ni mpango ya stima, mimi niliketi chini tukapanga mambo ya stima. Kama ni mambo ya TTI, mimi niliketi chini tukapanga mambo ya TTI. Kama ni mambo ya elimu, tulipanga chini tukapanga hiyo mambo pamoja. Sasa yale mambo yamefaulu, hauwezi kuniondoa katika mambo yaliyofaulu. Kama singekuweko, serikali ya Jubilee haingetengenezwa. Let us face the truth. Sijui kama tunaelewana. So anybody imagining that they can deny me the credit for the things we did that succeeded in Jubilee are wasting their time. I made an equal contribution to the success of the Jubilee administration. And I know too well, I have been in politics long enough, that you plan theory in offices, but you execute practicals in the field, sometimes on top of cars. So, hakuna haja ya kusumbuana. Sijui kama tunaelewana. And the only team, I want to say, the only team that can build on the success of the last 10 years and correct the wrongs of the last 10 years, the only team with that experience is the Kenya Kwanza team. The other team have no clue where this thing came from and where it is going, and they are obsessed with trying to manage power and to manage positions and to manage succession so that they can continue to lord over the people of Kenya. And I want to tell them, we are ready for that contest, my friends. Bring it on.
Now, that's William Ruto. You can feel the tone of his statement. And you can feel that William Ruto is now bold. Moving forward, William Ruto and President Uhuru Kenyatta are going to attack each other. What I can't predict as of now is how the attacks or the fight between the Deputy President and President Uhuru Kenyatta is actually going to play out in the larger Mount Kenya region. But I observed several things from William Ruto's statement and Uhuru Kenyatta's statement yesterday. The first thing is what I've talked about, setting the tone. So basically, President Uhuru Kenyatta believed that it was time for work. And that time for work ended. So it's now political time. Time for politics. So which means the tone had to be set. And one thing which President Uhuru Kenyatta has always avoided is attacking his deputy directly. When there was that event at Bomas, when he tried attacking his deputy, the deputy went and whispered something. William Ruto has also avoided direct attack on the president. But his allies have been attacking the president. So yesterday, the president was in Mombasa. And if you ask me, the president, being a shrewd politician, just wanted to take away the limelight from William Ruto's event in Western Kenya. Because after attacking President Uhuru Kenyatta, and after Atuli's attack on, after attacking the deputy president, and Atuli also attacked the deputy president, what we got in the news was not what was happening in Western Kenya. The news was all about the event in Mombasa. So President clearly managed to take away the limelight from William Ruto's tour of Western Kenya and attracted attention to himself. And the statements were bold. What Francis Atuli said, the deputy president has responded to. The daughter June Ruto also responded to it. And the question is, was Atuli right or was he wrong? The answer to that lies with individuals. Because if there's any person who has been insulting fellow politicians, then that individual is William Ruto. How do you think William Ruto has been referring to Raila Odinga, for example? How do you think his allies have been calling the president? But two wrongs don't make a right. It is my hope that we are not going to go that direction. But what was happening in Mombasa was that a tone for the 2022 was being set. And the tone is now high up there. So that's the first thing. The second thing is that if you ask me, the deputy president responded to Uhuru. Uhuru had accused William Ruto of tanga, doing nothing, his office always empty. And then the deputy president today, in the speech which you've just heard, was very clear that nobody was going to deny him any credit for the success in Jubilee. If you ask me, I think President Uhuru Kenyatta baited the DP. And the DP swallowed that bait. Because one of the things which was making William Ruto more popular and Uhuru Kenyatta more unpopular was about Jubilee performance. William Ruto had convinced his supporters across the country that Jubilee government had failed. And here's the president telling the DP that, you can't claim credit for projects which you don't do. Going outside there, standing on top of vehicles, that's not development. And the deputy president is now telling him that he knows that theories are done in office. So basically he's telling the president that president ni mtu wa theory. But practicals are done in the field, on top of vehicles. Very interesting statement. But in my view, what has happened is that President Uhuru Kenyatta threw a bait at the DP about Jubilee performance. He wanted to see whether DP was going to say, okay, Jubilee has done nothing and I don't want to be associated with it. But here the DP is confirming that indeed they've done A, B, C, D, and nobody is going to stop him. What he failed to talk about is Jubilee failures. Even the money over borrowing, he said that he was on the table when those money were being negotiated. Uhuru Kenyatta has succeeded in baiting his deputy. So from William Ruto's speech, if you are new in Kenya, you'd think that Jubilee government has now performed miracles. So that's number two. Number three, I also tend to think that William Samoei Arap Ruto is also sending a very strong message to his boss, that I'm ready for you. These guys worked very closely together. These gentlemen understand each other. There are secrets which William Ruto knows about Uhuru. There are secrets which Uhuru knows about Ruto. So the DP is telling him, if that's the direction you want to go, please try it. I'm ready for you. I've never seen William Ruto being ready for Uhuru Kenyatta the way he did today. So let us wait and see how these all events are going to unfold. But we are going to witness serious political showdown between Uhuru and Ruto. That's number two. Number four in my view, is the betrayal card. If you listen to William Ruto's speech very closely, he's alluding to the fact that he helped Uhuru Kenyatta form the government. That without him, that government would not have been formed. I don't know whether you agree with that or not. Maybe you can agree with it. But personally, I've always stated that according to my knowledge, if Uhuru had not taken Ruto on his side, Ruto was going to be a presidential candidate. And Ruto being a presidential candidate would have meant that Uhuru Kenyatta would have gone for someone else as his running mate, Eugene Wamalwa, because that was his original plan. Or maybe bait Kalonzo Musyoka to agree to be the running mate. Then the system would still have done what they did. Because in 2013, as much as you can believe that Uhuru and Ruto won, most people believe that that win was not outright win. It was actually aided by the deep state and the system. But the DP is reminding President that I was part and parcel of this government. Without me, you would not have formed the government. So basically, the DP is sending a message to his supporters that there's betrayal. And lastly, I think the DP is now trying again to revive the hustler versus dynasty narrative. The only challenge he's now facing is the Musalia Mudavadi factor. Because there's no way you can talk of the hustler narrative and the dynasty when you have Musalia Mudavadi right standing beside you. And that's why we were saying that Uhuru Kenyatta is now possessed with the idea of controlling his succession politics so that those people can protect them, the rich. I don't know what you think, but in my view, that is my take. And by the way, the ground in Western Kenya is hostile for the DP. And the DP had to leave early today. Maybe I need to do a video on that. The reason he gave was that he was going to receive some cabinet secretaries, permanent secretaries, who had resigned from government to join him. Most of these permanent secretaries had actually set the date for their resignation. So I don't think Ruto would have cancelled a big event, the one they organized in Kakamega, just like that. So the ground was hostile because I've seen videos of Cleophas Malala actually begging the residents not to embarrass him and the DP, not to shout Azimio until the DP leaves, then they will come back and address their own issues. Maybe I need to do that analysis. I don't know what you think. What next for William Ruto after Uhuru Kenyatta's attack? What next for him? That's going to be my next video, and I would love to hear from you. Thank you guys, and please may you have a good day. Bye-bye.